Audio 9.2 Preparation of School Timetable Principles, Types and Constraints. Situation 16. The school principal, academic coordinator, and headmaster HM play pivotal roles in timetable creation. Number A. Describe the technical process of drafting the timetable. Number B. What is the crucial role of the principal in mediating teacher conflicts that arise during this process? Number C. Why is it essential for the timetable to be ready on the first day of the session? The creation of a timetable is a complex administrative task involving multiple stages and stakeholders. Number A. The technical process of drafting the timetable begins with collecting data, teacher availability and expertise, student enrollment per section, subject requirements per class, and, and available physical rooms. The drafter, often the academic coordinator or HM, then creates a master grid, the first block in constraints such as lab periods or part-time teacher slots. Then they schedule hard subjects in morning slots and progressively fill the rest, constantly cross-checking of classes, exemplary criteria, one teacher in two places, two classes in one lab. This is an iterative process of placement and adjustment. Number B. The principal's role in mediating teacher conflicts is crucial for maintaining staff harmony. Conflicts often arise over preferences for morning slots, difficult classes, or the number of consecutive periods. The principal must act as a neutral, decisive leader. They must listen to grievances but make final decisions based on institutional interest and established principles of justice and equity, not favoritism. By clearly communicating the rationale behind the decisions, the principal upholds fairness and ensures the timetable serves the students' best interests. Number C. Having the timetable ready on the first day is essential for setting a tone of order, purpose, and professionalism for the entire academic year. It ensures that teaching and learning can begin immediately without wasting precious instructional time. It provides clarity to both students and teachers from the outset, preventing chaos and confusion. A ready timetable signals administrative preparedness and efficiency, establishing a disciplined and structured environment right from the start of the session. Situation 17. Discuss the primary benefits and key limitation of using automated scheduling software for creating a complex school timetable. The use of automated scheduling software offers significant advantages over manual methods. The primary benefit is its ability to handle immense complexity and reduce errors. Such software can process numerous variables simultaneously: teacher availability, room constraints, altera- subject alternation rules, and student group combinations. It can generate a class-free, optimized schedule in a fraction of the time it would take a human. This speed and accuracy free up administrators to focus on the qualitative aspects of school management rather than getting bogged down in the mechanics of scheduling, leading to a more efficient and effective final product. However, a key limitation is the rigidity and potential lack of human nuance. The software operates strictly on the pre-programmed constraints, and algorithms. It may not be able to accommodate subtle, unquantifiable human factors such as a particular teacher's pedagogical style being better suited for a certain class or the informal preferences of two teachers to have adjacent free periods for collaborative planning. Over reliance on the software without a final manual review by an experienced administrator can sometimes lead to a technically perfect but practically inconvenient timetable that overlooks the human element of a school. Situation 18. Co-curricular activities and clubs are vital for holistic development. Number A. How can a principal ensure that dedicated slots are provided for clubs without marginalizing non-exam subjects? Number B. Explain the importance of enabling cross-grade interaction during club hours. Integrating co-curricular activities requires strategic scheduling. Number A. A principal can ensure dedicated slots for clubs by institutionalizing them within the master timetable instead of treating them as after school activities. A specific period, for example, one afternoon period per week, can be designated as club time for the entire school. Exempli gratia classes 6 to 12. During this universal slot, all academic classes are suspended and students proceed to their chosen clubs, literary, science, eco, etc. This approach gives these activities official sanction and importance, ensuring they are not marginalized or sacrificed for extra academic classes, thus protecting the time for non-exam but essential learning experiences. Number B. Enabling cross-grade interaction during club hours is immensely important for building a positive school culture and fostering peer learning. When students from different age groups, exempli gratia class 12 student and a class 8 student in the same science club work together, it creates mentorship opportunities. Older students develop leadership and responsibility while younger students gain confidence and new perspectives. This vertical interaction breaks, breaks down age-based cliques, promotes a sense of community across the school, and allows for more diverse and dynamic project work than would be possible in a single grade setting. Situation 19. Staff meetings and collaborative planning are essential for professional development and academic synergy. Number A. Why is it more effective to schedule departmental meetings and planning slots within school hours rather than after? Number B. How can a well-designed timetable prevent planning burnout among teachers? Scheduling for staff collaboration is a mark of an effective timetable. Number A. Scheduling departmental meetings and planning slots within school hours is more effective because it respects teachers' personal time and ensures higher attendance and engagement. When meetings are held after school, teachers are often fatigued from a full day of teaching, leading to reduced productivity and creativity. By institutionalizing these meetings within the timetable, for example, by scheduling a common free period for all teachers of a department, the school signals that it values collaboration as a core professional activity, not an additional burden. This leads to more focused, efficient, and productive collaborative work. Number B. A well designed timetable can prevent planning burnout by ensuring an equitable distribution of off periods or preparation time. It should avoid scheduling a teacher for more than 3 or 4 consecutive teaching periods. Strategically placed free periods act as vital breaks for teachers to recharge, prepare for their next class, evaluate assignments, or collaborative with peers. By guaranteeing this essential non-contact time, the timetable helps teachers manage their workload effectively, reduces stress, and provides the mental space required for thoughtful and creative lesson planning, thereby preventing the exhaustion that leads to burnout. Situation 20. Teacher shortage. Another Vidyalaya in a remote location is facing an acute shortage of TGT science teachers. The principal has to manage the science curriculum for classes 6 to 10 with only 2 teachers instead of the sanctioned 4. This has led to cancelled classes and an increasing syllabus backlog. The available teachers are overworked and demoralized. As the principal formulate a three-pronged strategy to manage this crisis through timetable adjustments and pedagogical innovations. Number A. How would you use the concept of combined classes strategically? Number B. What role could contractual staff play in your immediate timetable solution? Number C. How would you rationalize the remaining staff to provide support? Addressing a teacher shortage requires immediate and innovative timetable strategies. Number A. I would use combined classes strategically not for direct instruction of new concepts but for a specific activities. For instance, I could combine 2 sections of the same grade, exemplary grade 7th A and 7th B, for a period of supervised project work, a science-based documentary screening, or a revision session using worksheets. This would free up one of the 2 science teachers to engage in direct instruction with another critical class, such as class 10. This approach ensures students are purposefully engaged even when direct teaching is not possible. Number B. Engaging contractual staff would be my immediate priority. I would initiate the process to hire qualified teachers on a contractual basis to fill the gap. While the recruitment process is underway, the timetable would be designed with placeholder slots for the new teachers. This allows for a seamless integration of the contractual staff once they arrive, ensuring the timetable does not need a complete overhaul mid-session. They would be assigned regular teaching loads to immediately elevate the pressure on the existing teachers. Number C. Rationalizing the remaining staff involves looking beyond subject specializations. I would identify other teachers on staff, exemplary criteria, a maths or computer science teacher who have a background in science. They could be tasked with taking junior science classes for foundational topics or supervising the combined classes activity periods. This internal adjustment, while temporary, provides crucial support, distributes the burden more widely, and ensures that no class is left completely unattended, demonstrating a proactive whole school approach to the crisis. Situation 21. Room utilization analysis. The vice principal of a large KBS is conducting an audit of the school's infrastructure usage. He notices that the 2 smart classrooms equipped with interactive boards and projectors are often used for regular chalk and talk teaching, while some teachers complain they don't get a slot to use them for their planned multimedia lessons. The room occupancy rate for these specialized rooms seems high, but the effective utilization rate is low. Based on this scenario, propose a solution to balance the use of common facilities like smart classrooms and ensure they are used for their intended purpose. The core problem is the mismatch between occupancy and purposeful utilization. The solution lies in shifting from a first come, first served or fixed allocation model to a purpose driven booking system. I would create a specific timetable for the smart classrooms, but instead of assigning them to teachers for the entire year, I would keep them as reservable resources. Teachers who plan to use the interactive features for a specific lesson would book a slot in advance, briefly stating the pedagogical purpose. This ensures that priority is given to lessons that genuinely require the technology. This booking system, managed through a simple online calendar or a physical register maintained by the academic coordinator, would increase the effective utilization rate. It discourages teachers from using the smart room as just another classroom and encourages proactive lesson planning with technology integration. The supplement this, regular short training sessions on using the smart board features would be organized. This strategy ensures that the expensive infrastructure is used optimally, justifying the investment and enhancing the teaching learning process as intended, rather than just serving as a glorified regular classroom. Situation 22. The morning assembly is an integral part of the school day. Number A. How can the morning assembly be structured to serve as more than just a routine administrative activity? Number B. Explain how the timetable can make provisions for mass PT or yoga within the assembly slot. Number C. What is the role of the assembly in showcasing student talent and promoting theme-based learning? The morning assembly can be transformed into a vibrant learning platform. Number A. To make the assembly more than a routine activity, its structure can be diversified beyond the standard pledge and national anthem. Each day of the week can have a specific focus. Monday for the motivational speech, Tuesday for news updates, Wednesday for a student's book review, Thursday for a quiz, and Friday for showcasing talent. This thematic approach makes the assembly engaging and a platform for developing students' public speaking skills, general awareness, and confidence, turning it into a short but powerful learning session. Number B. The timetable can accommodate mass PT or yoga by allocating a specific duration within the assembly slot. For example, the total assembly time might be 25 minutes. The timetable can designate the first 15 minutes for activities like news and speech, and the remaining 10 minutes twice a week can be explicitly scheduled for mass PT or a guided yoga meditation session led by the PET or a designated teacher. This ensures physical activity is integrated into the daily routine without requiring separate periods. Number C. The assembly is a prime venue for showcasing student talent. The timetable can assign assembly duties to different houses or classes on a rotational basis, encouraging them to prepare and present short skits, songs, or instrumental performances. For theme-based learning, the principal can declare a theme of the month, exemplarity of water conservation. The assembly activities for that month, speeches, posters, pledges, can all be aligned with this theme, reinforcing the concept across the entire school community in a cohesive and visual manner. Situation 23. Critically evaluate the efficiency of a school's timetable. What are the three key indicators you would use for this evaluation? Evaluating a timetable's efficiency goes beyond checking for classes. It involves assessing its impact on the school's core functions. The first key indicator is syllabus coverage and pacing. An efficient timetable allocates sufficient and appropriately timed periods for all subjects, enabling teachers to cover the syllabus at a comfortable pace without rushing towards the end of the term. Regular review of teachers' diaries against the planned curriculum would validate this. A significant lag or hurry across multiple subjects points to a flawed time allocation in the schedule. The second indicator is stakeholder satisfaction. This involves gathering feedback from both teachers and students. For teachers, satisfaction is linked to equitable workload, adequate preparation time, and manageable class transactions. For students, it relates to the balance of subjects, avoidance of cognitive overload, and the placement of breaks and active periods. High levels of complaints about fatigue, rushed lessons, or unfairness signal an inefficient timetable. The third indicator is resource utilization, specifically how optimally labs, libraries, playgrounds, and smart classrooms are used, ensuring these expensive assets are not lying idle. Situation 24. The student diary and school website are important communication tools. Number A. Explain how publishing the timetable in the student diary helps parents and reduces bag weight. Number B. Why is it important for a school to maintain transparency regarding schedules for extra classes? Effective communication of the timetable is crucial for stakeholder cooperation. Number A. Publishing the class teacher timetable in the student diary serves as a vital communication bridge between the school and parents. It helps parents monitor that their child is studying each day and engage in informed discussions about their schoolwork. Crucially, it allows parents and students to pack the school bag according to the day's schedule, bringing only the necessary books and notebooks. This simple act directly addresses the major health concern of heavy school bags, promoting better posture and reducing physical strain on students as per guidelines from various educational bodies. Number B. Maintaining transparency about extra class schedules is important for building trust and ensuring student safety. Parents need to be informed in advance about any deviation from the normal school hours to make necessary transport and security arrangements for their children. Sudden or poorly communicated stay back schedules can cause immense anxiety for parents. Transparency through clear circulars, diary notes, or SMS alerts demonstrates the school's respect for parents' roles and its commitment to student welfare. It also ensures accountability and prevents miscommunication regarding a student's whereabouts after school hours. Situation 25. The principal of a school has received feedback from the student council that students in senior classes feel immense pressure and are often tired by the end of the day. The council claims the timetable is too intense, simultaneously a group of teachers has informally mentioned that they are not satisfied with their schedules, citing a lack of preparation time. As the principal, you decide to conduct a formal evaluation of the timetable's efficiency. Number A. Describe how you would use time motion studies to investigate the student's claim. Number B. How would you use the feedback from the student council and teacher satisfaction as formal indicators of timetable efficiency? Evaluating the timetable requires a data-driven and feedback-oriented approach. Number A. To investigate the student's claim of an intense schedule using time motion studies, I would observe and measure the time students like to move between classes. This is especially relevant if different subject classes are in different buildings or floors. I would analyze if the 5-minute transition time is sufficient or if students are consistently late or rushed. I would also track the sequence of subjects to see if multiple cognitively demanding classes are scheduled back to back without a break, which quantifies the intensity beyond just the student's feeling of being pressured. Number B. I would institutionalize feedback from the student council and teachers as a formal evaluation indicator. For the student council, I would ask them to conduct a structured survey to gather a specific data on which parts of the day are most tiring and which subject combinations are most challenging. For teachers, I would use an anonymous survey to gauge their satisfaction with workload distribution, the number of consecutive periods, and the adequacy of their preparation time. This qualitative and quantitative data would provide concrete evidence to identify specific problem areas in the timetable, making the evaluation process objective and actionable. Situation 26. Assertion A. Cognitively demanding subjects like mathematics and physics should ideally be scheduled in the first few periods of the school day. Reason R. The fatigue curve indicates that students' concentration and mental alertness are at their peak during the morning hours and decline as the day progresses. Critically analyze the assertion A and region R and establish their relationship. The assertion and region are both correct and directly related. The assertion A states a fundamental principle of effective timetable design, placing hard or mentally strenuous subjects in the morning. This is not an arbitrary decision but one rooted in educational psychology. The reason R provides the precise scientific justification for this practice. It refers to the fatigue curve, a well documented phenomenon showing the student's capacity for sustained concentration is highest after a night's rest and diminishes through the day due to accumulating mental and physical fatigue. Therefore, reason R is the correct and logical explanation for assertion A. Scheduling mathematics or physics when students are most alert maximizes their ability to grasp complex concepts and solve problems. Placing these subjects in the afternoon when fatigue is high would be counterproductive and lead to poor learning outcomes. The timetable, by following this principle, engages in psychological economy, optimizing the alignment between cognitive demand and the student's natural energy levels. The relationship is one of the sound pedagogical practice being justified by established psychological theory. Situation 27. A school timetable is more than just a schedule. It is a tool for methodical work distribution. Number 8. Define a school timetable in the context of institutional management. Number B. Explain how it prevents chaos and ensures the optimal utilization of human resources. A school timetable is a critical management tool. Number A. In the context of institutional management, a school timetable is detailed systematic plan that organizes and allocates the school's most valuable resources, time, human expertise, teachers, and physical spaces, classrooms, labs to achieve its educational objectives. It is the operational framework that translates the annual curriculum into daily actionable tasks for every member of the school community. It is not merely a schedule but the primary instrument for coordinating all academic and co-curricular activities, ensuring the smooth and orderly functioning of the institution on a minute-by-minute basis. Number B. The timetable prevents chaos by providing a clear, predictable structure for the day. Without it, teachers and students would not know where to be or what to be, leading to confusion and wasted time. It ensures optimal utilization of human resources by mapping teacher who expertise to appropriate classes and subjects. It helps in distributing the workload equitably among the staff, preventing burnout in some while others are underutilized. By clearly defining the responsibilities of each teacher for every period of the day. It creates a system of accountability and ensures that all classes are consistently engaged. Situation 28. The principle of justice. In a staff meeting to discuss the draft timetable, a senior teacher, Mrs. Das, complains that for the third consecutive year, the she has been assigned the most disciplinary challenging section of class 9 and the last period on most days. She feels this is unfair. A junior teacher, meanwhile, has been given a lighter load with prime morning slots. This has created an undercurrent of resentment among the staff. From an educational administrator's perspective, explain how the principle of justice has been violated in this scenario and what impact this could have on the school's overall functioning. In this scenario, the principle of justice has been clearly violated. This principle mandates the equitable distribution of not just the quantity of work, but also its quality and difficulty. Assigning the same teacher to the most challenging class and undesirable last periods year after year demonstrates a lack of fairness. The principle requires that such difficult assignments and inconvenient slots be rotated among all capable staff members over time. The disparity between Mrs. Das's schedule and that of the junior teacher highlights favoritism or at the very least administrative negligence directly contravening the equitable spirit of this foundational timetabling principle. The impact of such a violation on the school's functioning is highly detrimental. It directly lowers the morale of experienced and dedicated teachers like Mrs. Das, leading to demotivation, burnout, and a potential decline in her teaching effectiveness. It creates a toxic atmosphere of resentment, jealousy, and division among the staff, destroying any sense of collegiality and teamwork. This negative environment inevitably spills into the classrooms, affecting the quality of education and the overall discipline of the institution. It undermines the principal's leadership and credibility, making effective school management nearly impossible. Situation 29. The various types of timetables in a classroom form an interconnected system. Number A. What is the relationship between the master timetable and the class timetable? Number B. How does the teacher's timetable derive its information from the master timetable? Number C. Explain the importance of syncing all three to avoid administrative gaps. The different timetables in a school are hierarchical and interdependent. Number A. The master timetable is the comprehensive school-wide schedule, while the class timetable is a specific subset of it. The relationship is one of the whole to part. The master timetable contains the schedule for all classes simultaneously to create a class timetable for 7th. For instance, one simply extracts the horizontal row corresponding to 7th from the master grid. The class timetable is thus a user-friendly localized version of the master document designed for the students of that particular class. Number B. A teacher's timetable is also derived from the master timetable to create a schedule for a specific teacher. Say Mr. Singh, the timetable coordinator, scans the entire master timetable grid and pulls out all the periods where Mr. Singh's name appears. These entries, along with the corresponding class and subject, are then consolidated into a personal schedule. This document shows the teacher their specific teaching assignments, free periods, and other duties as laid out in the comprehensive plan. Number C. Syncing these three tables is critical to prevent administrative gaps and chaos. If a change is made in the master timetable, exemplary as swiping two periods but not updated in the corresponding class and teacher timetables, it would lead to confusion. The teacher would go to the wrong class and the students would be expecting a different teacher. This lack of synchronization undermines the very purpose of the timetable, leading to wasted instructional time, disciplinary issues, and a breakdown of a school routine. Situation 30. Comprehensive planning for NEP and RTE. A principal is designing a new timetable for a KBS and wants to ensure it is fully compliant with modern educational mandates. The goal is to create a schedule that not only meets the instructional hours required by RTE but also incorporates the pedagogical shifts recommended by NEP 2020, such as bagless days. Synthesize the requirements of RTE Act and NEP 2020 to answer the following. Number A. How can the timetable simultaneously ensure 1000 annual instructional hours RTE while accommodating 10 bagless days NEP 2020? Number B. What kind of adjustments would be needed in the daily or weekly schedule to achieve this balance? Number C. How does this integrated approach reflect a shift from time serving to competency based education? Integrating RTE and NEP 2020 mandates requires a holistic approach to timetabling. Number A. To ensure 1000 instructional hours while accommodating 10 bagless days, the principal must reconceptualize instructional hours. The bagless days focused on vocational or experiential learning should be counted as instructional time, not as holidays. The timetable must structure these days with clear learning objectives and assessments criteria justifying their inclusion. The total number of working days remains the same, but the nature of instruction on 10 of those days is instruction on 10 of those days is different. Ensuring RT's quantitative requirement is met through NEP's qualitative approach. Number B. To achieve this balance, adjustments might involve slightly extending the school day on regular days by 10 to 15 minutes or converting some non-academic slots into teaching periods throughout the year. Alternatively, the school could plan the academic calendar with fewer non-essential holidays to create a buffer. The weekly schedule might feature interdisciplinary project-based periods where syllabus from multiple subjects is covered concurrently, making the use of time more efficient and filling up space for the bagless day activities without creating a backlog. Number C. This integrated approach signifies a fundamental shift from time serving to competency based education. A time serving model is solely concerned with completing the mandated hours in the classroom. In contrast, the integrated model uses time as a flexible resource to achieve specific learning competencies by incorporating bagless days for hands-on skills. The focus moves from merely covering the syllabus to ensuring students acquire real-world skills and knowledge, which is the core principle of competency-based education championed by NEP 2020. Situation 31. Residential school management. In Navodaya Vidyalaya, the evening prep study time is scheduled from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m.